All righty. Good Friday evening, too. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. Of course, today we started the day with some of those showers. Some of you saw some sun. You might have noticed the higher humidity moving in. Big weather story over the weekend will be those thunderstorms moving in. And thanks for joining us tonight on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you are. I want to highlight the timing of some of these thunderstorms, when you can make those outdoor plans, of course, those thunderstorms threats, when the humidity is going to move out. There's actually a lot happening going into the weekend. So we'll walk through this together here and won't waste too much of your time on a Friday night. Let's jump into it. Let's start off with our satellite radar or Doppler. There's been some drizzle across mid-coast Maine over the last several hours. The bigger story tonight has been some fog developing over near Penobscot Bay. Now, the big weather story tomorrow will be the thunderstorm threat. The Storm Prediction Center has placed our region areas in yellow and a risk for damaging wind, a 15% chance for damaging wind 25 miles out from any given point. Now, it sounds like a fairly low risk, but it's actually high when you think about any point in that area in yellow, 25 miles out from that. There is a 15% risk of damaging wind. Areas in the brown area with a 5% chance 25 miles out from any given point. In addition to that, there's a slight tornado threat tomorrow. That chance is greatest over the interior, back through York County, Sebago Lake area, points west, and also into southern parts of New Hampshire. The way the atmosphere is set up tomorrow, winds will be cranking out of the southwest at a few thousand feet, but right at the ground level, winds will be out of the south. So it's not going to take much to produce these little spin-ups. That is a real possibility tomorrow. It's a very low possibility, but something we'll be monitoring on our Saturday. And the time frame to monitor was probably about 2 p.m. to about 7 p.m. In that window, that's our greatest chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms, morning and early afternoon or morning to midday. I think we're in good shape. So if your plans take you outdoors in the morning or midday, no problems are expected there. It's a little muggy, though. If you dislike that summer feel, I don't think you're going to like morning and midday tomorrow. You might have noticed that humidity already returning. Let's draw in that front. Let's take a look at where it is right now. There it is, kind of working its way across the Great Lakes as we speak. The timing of the showers and storms ahead of that front arriving in our region will be tomorrow afternoon. So this is 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. No problems expected early in the day. Might be a little bit of fog, kind of like this morning, but outside of that, I think we're in decent shape here. Even at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if you're watching us from southern and central Maine, really from Sebago Lake area, points south, points east, you're still dealing with some sun. You're still enjoying some sun, I should say. Most areas will top out in the low 80s with a south wind at the coastline. We're probably going to stay in the upper 70s. So if you head to the beach tomorrow, be prepared for a gusty southerly wind, but you could do it. Upper 70s at the beaches tomorrow, and it will be muggy. And you will probably not have to worry about any thunderstorms until late in the day, at least at the coastline, maybe 4 or 5 o'clock or so, closer to the coast. So it's partly sunny and humid. There will be some thunderstorms first firing up in the mountains. That's about 2 o'clock or so. We're seeing some of that action get going into the western mountains of Maine, White Mountains of New Hampshire, all the way down to Lake Winnipesaukee, perhaps. Southern and central Maine, York County, Cumberland County, Androscoggin, Kennebec County, Midcoast Maine. You will get in on the mix probably between about 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock in that window right there. We'll probably get some pretty rugged thunderstorms rolling through there. So this is an afternoon and evening thunderstorm threat. Again, they arrive in the mountains first. If you're hiking maybe in the White Mountains tomorrow, be mindful early afternoon. Some of that action gets going first for you. Now, it would be great if the front made its way offshore very quickly and we would enjoy a nice Sunday. I'm not convinced that's going to be the case. The front's going to stall and there'll be a little wave of low pressure along that front. I think we'll at least get some rain, particularly along the coastal plain during the morning on Sunday. The farther west you are, back through the hills and mountains especially, you stand a greater chance for staying dry on Sunday. In fact, there'll probably be a little bit of sun there, but elsewhere, I don't think we're going to get a lot of sun on Sunday. In fact, there's the chance for some afternoon showers on Sunday as well. So Sunday's a little uncertain. Stay tuned to the forecast. It all depends on, how far inland that little wave of low pressure makes it as far as the precip on the northern edge of it. Let's talk about the timing of these thunderstorms. A closer inspection on the old storm tracker right here. You can see a lot of the action already firing up at about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, back through the White Mountains of New Hampshire, the western mountains of Maine. And some of these are probably already becoming strong to severe here. Damaging wind, hail, flash flooding, and isolated tornado. That's all on the table in this sort of setup. And that chance is greatest, I think, during the probably mid to late afternoon. This is about 4 o'clock or so. Those of you from Lewis and Auburn up to the Augusta area, Sebago Lake region, you probably want to be off the lake over at Sebago Lake at this time frame, 3, 4 o'clock. Coastal areas, especially mid-coast Maine, we're still waiting on it. So if your plans take you out and about coastal Maine, it's not until late afternoon that we have to be concerned about the threat for strong and severe thunderstorms. Ryan's in; he'll be on the desk tomorrow, and he'll let you know if any become strong to severe right here on our digital desk and online as well, online and on air, I should say. In our website. This is 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Notice a lot of the action makes its way across coastal portions of Maine, central Maine, down east Maine, 5, 6 o'clock or so. And these storms will probably weaken just a little bit as they approach the coast, simply because the atmosphere might be a little more stable with that wind coming in off the ocean. The atmosphere will be most unstable, probably just 30 miles inland, 20 to 30 miles inland. So we've been highlighting these areas right in here for the best chance for any strong and severe thunderstorms. So we'll be watching that during the afternoon. Okay, Sunday, still a little bit in question. I think there'll be some on and off showers late Saturday night. And at the very least, I think there will be some rain along the coastal plain for Sunday morning. And there's a lot happening this weekend. There's the air show going on down in Portsmouth. That's not midday until afternoon, though. And I want those Blue Angels to fly. I don't know about you, but hopefully they'll get it off on Saturday. There's 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. But Sunday's in question down there. Notice some of that rain is kind of hugging Seacoast, New Hampshire at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll have to see how that plays out. There's a lot of forecast modeling suggesting that, that little wave of low pressure may be a little farther off to the east. So it's one of those to stay tuned on here. But there's the chance for some wet weather on Sunday as well. Also a good time frame, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, to just hang out and watch football, right? The Patriots are playing at 1 o'clock. So actually, I wonder, it might be raining down in at Gillette too. I didn't even looked at that part of the forecast. Let's scan down there. Yeah, according to this model, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, it's raining down at Gillette. Huh. Well, that would put a damper on things, but that would be interesting to see. Regardless, though, something we'll keep an eye on there. 7-day forecast calls for, well, first, the storm threat for tomorrow. Winds and flooding is probably the primary threats. Just the way the atmosphere is set up, you get some real heavy rainfall over a very short period of time. We haven't had much rain, so the ground is very, very dry. A lot of times when that happens, you get significant runoff. The ground can't absorb a lot of rainfall, so it comes down very heavy. There's a chance you could get some flash flooding. I think wind should be the highest threat, though. We got to fix that. Wind should be the higher threat. I would say flash flooding, low to moderate. Tornado is certainly a possibility, a weak tornado, but it's a low probability. And small hail is a probability as well. All right, time for the muggy meter here. We're still in that uncomfortable range. You probably noticed the humidity has been on the increase. Tomorrow, it's about as humid as it ever gets in the month of September. If you're midday walking out and about tomorrow and you're saying, boy, it feels like July, what the heck's happening here? You're probably not alone, because Saturday is going to be a very, very humid day, and with dew points in the low 70s, something we don't see that often in the month of September. The good news in that category is, even with some clouds and some showers on Sunday, we're at least back down in the at least the upper end of that pleasant category. So we're not going to be quite as humid after that front moves through. Time for the 7-day forecast. I got my graphics mixed up there for a minute, but you get the general idea. We have afternoon and evening showers and storms tomorrow. It's a weather-worn day. That's our way of saying heads up. There could be some strong to severe storms, damaging wind, the primary threat, small hail, flash flooding, isolated tornado, all on the table. At the very least, I think there will be some morning rain for the coastal plain on Sunday, and there probably will be the chance for some afternoon showers as well. The farther west you go, I think the better it's going to be on Sunday. Sunday's still a little in question. Monday and Tuesday are okay. And Wednesday's questionable as well. There might be some clouds and even some rain moving in with an ocean storm. Let's see how close that storm gets to us. That's a little bit of a change from yesterday's forecast. So if that storm stays out in the ocean, we'll get some sun, but something to monitor next week. And it'll be nice to get some rainfall. We certainly could use it with the drought situation. But one thing is for certain, it is going to get significantly cooler, with nighttime temperatures slipping back down into the 40s for lows. All right, so if you're just joining us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, let's just run through the timing one more time of tomorrow, and we can look at some of your questions. And we'll let you get back to Friday night. Timing is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. First getting going in the mountains. There it is right there. I think a lot of the action gets into the Sebago Lake area, Lewiston, Auburn, Augusta. 3, 4, 5 o'clock or so, getting closer to the coastline at about 6 p.m. And I think the severe threat will diminish considerably 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow. And Ryan will be in with the updates for tomorrow afternoon. And I think he'll be all over the severe threat. All right, let's take a look at some of your questions here. Looks like there are a few of you guys are checking in. Travis says, hello to Travis. Nice to see you on here. Thanks for checking in tonight. Timing of severe thunderstorms for the Farmington area, Connor says. And power outage chance for tomorrow. Yes, all of that is on the table. Timing in Farmington, my guess is probably about 2 p.m. to about 4 or 5, somewhere in there. So let's highlight that 2 to 3 hour window. And yes, power outages are a possibility. The severe threat is a little bit greater south of you, though, in Farmington. Erica's checking in. Please say Wyndham. Thunderstorms are my favorite. Oh, you're in good shape then, Erica. I think we'll get a thunderstorm in Wyndham in the afternoon at some point, 4, 5 o'clock or so. Yeah, Wyndham is. We'll keep an eye on Wyndham here, but that is you're in a good spot for thunderstorms tomorrow. Hopefully not severe. We all want some rain, but we don't want severe thunderstorms. How about the Booth Bay area? All right. Good question, Stacy. The Booth Bay area, I think these storms will weaken as they get to mid-coast Maine, which is good. So the severe threat is significantly lower for you, but I do think you will get some rain and perhaps some thunderstorms. And the time frame for you is probably closer to about 6 or 7 or so in the evening. Then on and off showers tomorrow night. Travis. Oh, poor Travis. He's got things to do. I have things to do on the weekend too. But we need a little bit of rain. Nobody likes weather like this on the weekend, but that's what we're going to have to do. Oh, David. What's up, David? Good to see you on, must be on Facebook tonight. There you are. I haven't seen these colors on the weather map in a long time. Yeah, it's been a wimpy summer as far as thunderstorms go. Hey, tell your brother I say hi and looking forward to seeing his pumpkins at the fair in a few weeks. That'll be fun to see. All right. Outdoors. All right. Yeah, you have outdoor things to do tomorrow, Travis. I get it. I hope you get them in the morning and early afternoon. In Leamington. All right. So yeah, in Leamington, morning and early afternoon, you're just fine, Travis. So it's going to be humid. That might be your complaint tomorrow. It's going to be humid. All right. Angela Saco checking in Saco. All right. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Angela. Yeah, you'll get some thunderstorms in Saco, probably closer to 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening tomorrow. What size umbrella? Jamie, it says, what size umbrella do you recommend I use? I don't know, Jamie. You know what? I'm not proficient in umbrellas. I don't use umbrellas. I haven't used an umbrella. Actually, my wife uses an umbrella. So sometimes I hold the umbrella for her when we're at the soccer field for our kids or something. But I put the hood up. That's it. You got a raincoat, put the hood up. But I don't know. You might need an umbrella tomorrow if you're out. But I'd recommend if you have thunderstorms, just go inside. Anything bad for Lee, Maine? Well, Diana, I think you have the chance for a few thunderstorms there too, very late in the day. So absolutely. And really everywhere in southern and central Maine, we'll get it first. Down east Maine, we'll get it later on in the evening. How severe in Damascotta, Newcastle area, Margot says. I think we have a low chance for severe weather in Damascotta, and it arrives in your area probably 6, 7 o'clock or so. Absolutely, Scott. Yeah, there's the chance. That chance is greatest. Let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, let's see if we can go back here. This is the Storm Prediction Center's projection on tornado. So the greatest chance for a tornado is probably in this area here. And that lines up well with a lot of the forecast modeling. If my cursor would continue down to southern New Hampshire, you'd see that too. But yeah, there's a possibility. Absolutely. Tanya's in Orrington. Yeah, a little in your area. Most of the day is fine. It's probably late afternoon, more so evening for your area. Bridgeton Miles is checking in. Thanks for checking in, Miles. I think it's probably 2, 3 o'clock or so. Probably 3. Let's go 3 o'clock. But you'll hear the thunder coming in a little bit sooner, probably. But yeah, you have a decent chance for severe weather in Bridgeton, Miles. Oh, I know. I'm with you, Travis. I was just talking to my news director about that. Why is that? We've had severe weather on the weekends twice now. Can't we do it on a Wednesday? All right. Good afternoon, Marty says from Winslow. Thanks for checking in tonight from Marty. And Wendy is checking in from Lewiston. All right. Thank you very much for checking in from Lewiston. All right. Lewiston threat for severe weather. Let's go through this one more time. We're already wasted too much of your time on a Friday night, haven't I? There's Lewiston right there at about 4:00. So that's just an estimate, Wendy. So I hope that helps. All right. Let's leave it at that tonight, folks. Hope everybody is having a great Friday night. Tune in tonight. Dave's Friday Night Lights, first one of the season. He's outlining all the high school football games. And I think that means my weather forecast will be condensed tonight, a little bit shorter, but we're looking forward to that. So check that out tonight, 11 o'clock. We'll, of course, have some new updates on Fox 23 at 10 and CBS 13 at 11. All right, we'll see you then. Have a nice night, everyone. Have a great weekend.